Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Chewy Chat. I'm your host, Melissa.
And I am the co-host, Tony Sands. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about why don't people tell you when you have something green in your teeth?
Oh.
And they let you go all day long with food in your teeth.
What are you trying to tell me? You trying to say something?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, that's an interesting topic because it's the same thing with something hanging out your nose as well. Or even, I'll throw this one in there as well. Well, sometimes, when you wake up and you have a little cold in the eye or hanging around the eye, sometimes people don't say anything to you there. But why don't people tell you? I think it's consideration. Sometimes it's consideration, and sometimes your enemies just hate you. Sometimes,
wow, that's deep.
Sometimes your enemies just hate you. So, but I do think it's more or less consideration. But it also depends on who it is.
So you think the person is trying not to embarrass you? Is that why they want to tell you have food in your teeth?
Yeah. But you also have to think about it too. If you have a best friend, you have no problem saying, "Hey, you got something hanging out your teeth." But why wouldn't you do it for somebody else?
Yeah, that's it's like even if you see somebody, you don't know where they could be going, or they might be going somewhere to make a first impression. Sometimes it's just like, hey, I don't know you, but the salad you ate for lunch, it's in your teeth.
It's in your teeth. It's just sticking around, hanging around.
Yeah, it's like when you come out the women's bathroom and there's tissue stuck to your shoe. You want someone to tell you don't want to drag around the tissue everywhere you go,
True, but it is a form of amusement. If you stand outside a public bathroom and you see it, usually talking and saying, "Look at that, that's a shame. Look at that, that's a shame." But what's the embarrassment about having toilet tissue on your shoe, really? I mean, really, what's
because it looks funny and you don't want to be the butt end of the joke. It's like when you see people on roller coasters and the camera's taking pictures and the wig flies off. So it's like you don't want to be that person.
That person, yeah. I guess so. Or what about a person's hair is disheveled?
Yeah.
Now that one's harder to approach.
But you know what I find? There's something called mirroring. When people are talking to each other, if you do something, the other person will eventually do it if you continue to do it. Mm-hmm. And they'll mirror your behavior without realizing what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So if someone's hair is messed up, you just keep like you're grooming your hair. And eventually the person will follow you because they'll mirror you.
Oh, so that's a soft way of telling somebody.
Yes.
I never thought about that.
Yes. Or, if it's the teeth, you just keep, because then they'll consciously think something is going on.
So what about the nose? What about something hanging out the nose?
Oh yeah, you just keep wipe your nose. I
have to try that one.
Yeah, you have to try it and see.
I never thought about that.
that.
It's called mirroring.
Mirroring. Yeah, but it would be a nice way without saying, "Hey, this thing is wrong with your nose." Mm-hmm. You just consciously get them to just be like, "Oh, maybe something's wrong with my nose because this person keeps touching their nose."
Mm-hmm.
So it puts the idea in their mind.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to try that. One of the people that I like, the people that I don't like, they still get it. They still get it. Pull out the camera and everything. Let's take a selfie.
Supposed to be kind.
Let's take a selfie.
Do you hear this? Let's take a selfie.
Let's take a selfie.
With the nasty bit of
now I have
coal in your eye.
Coal in your eye. That's the worst. I've gone half the day and going to the bathroom and looked up and found, and nobody said anything to me.
Well, you don't tell people, so I didn't think you would want to know if it was you.
It's the way it is. And that brings us to the conclusion of another episode. If you have any information or any comments, please leave them down in the comments. Thank you.
Bye-bye.